I have a dentist appointment today. I really don't want to go. It's only a checkup and a cleaning and hopefully no discovery of any new cavities, but it is so triggering for me. My father loved his dental tools and loved using them on me, creating gouges in my teeth that my first dentist found that I have now ground down because I grind my teeth not intentionally. And that caused so much pain that was going into the nerves. And when I was a little kid, he would also yank out some of my teeth, the ones before the adult teeth. He did so much torture with my teeth, and so did some of the other cults. And it is, again, something that doesn't show unless you're at the dentist and they see the gouges, but that causes so much pain and terror, too. I have gotten better over the years. I'm not, and we are not, as terrified as we used to be. But still, like when I am sitting in the seat and he says, well, I'm just going to put you back. I am like pushing myself back slowly, like with the muscles in my body and not allowing the chair to, like I'm sitting up above the chair. And when he starts working on me, it's gotten a little bit better, but it used to be that my feet and my legs would come right up off the chair. And there's so much tension in my body that I do have pain in my back. I have arthritis, and now it hurts so much because of how tense I am in my body, and I can't relax, and I try to. And sometimes we will end up dissociating just to get through, like looking up at the ceiling, and our eyes go back a little bit, but we know we're dissociating and we're still in the room and we are aware that we're at the dentist. So like we're not losing time, but we're dissociating a bit to get through. But there are some things that I do to help myself and everyone inside get through because it is so triggering of torture that happens so many times. And I also have a male dentist, although he is gentle-ish and friendly, but it's still triggering. But it was triggered even when I had my really good dentist who retired. So I do remind everyone inside before we go that we are going to the dentist, that it is meant to help us, not to hurt us, that he's not going to hurt us intentionally, even though there is often pain, and it's not going to be the same level of pain. And that we can put up our hand if there's pain in the body, and that we are safe, it's not torture, and that anyone inside who does not want to be there does not have to go. I do now ask for my protector parts, who are actually tough guys who used to be hard parts, um, ones that used to be cult trained to hurt me. They are now protective of me and other people inside. And so I ask them to come out and be in the body or be with us. And they do. And they are glad to have that role. I do draw on parenting parts and a little bit of wise parts and some others who can help us before we go. That's with the dissociative identity, being plural. I might take Arnica before I go for triggers. It's a homeopathic remedy, like 30 CH, that helps with triggers. I always have things in my pockets to help me. Often a stone that feels good. I have a little sand-filled frog that is fabric that has weight to it that helps me have a little bit more groundedness. I have a Hulk toy in my pocket or a Superman figure or Wonder Woman, and I hold them. And they have seen me hold them. I usually will now have a fidget ring on one of my fingers to help with like trying to get out some of the anxiety. And I asked them to put on the weighted bib that is for, like, it's, that long weighted apron that is for when they do x-rays, because the weight helps me be calmer. And that is both like likely because I am autistic and ADHD, but it's also that weight can be calming for people who have anxiety, and all those things help me. I may also now do nervous system regulation techniques before I go, and hugging a squishmallow before and after. and maybe having a little bit of extra chocolate when we get home. But we do as many things as we can to take care of everyone inside and remind us of the difference between the past and the present and that we are safe, which doesn't take away the trigger, but it helps a little bit. And I'll be doing all those things today before I go in. And at least it is not as bad as when there has to be drilling. That triggers me so badly. And so there wouldn't likely be drilling today. And we try as much as we can to stay present and in the body. I hope some of those techniques might help you too, if you also have dental trauma or other triggers. And I also have a little safe bag, is what I call it, that has a bunch of different things for all my senses. Taste, touch, smell. Things that make me feel visually safe, like my superhero toys, like little bookmarks with superheroes on them, or Super Grover. Things that feel calming, and things on a texture level and that I can fidget with. I bring that with me too. And I also bring a book or my writing to work on in the waiting room because that helps calm me down too. And maybe some of those things will help you too. Oh, and we wear socks that are like superhero or that make us feel strong to help us feel like we have some armor. And sometimes we even visualize armor around us or white or golden light around us before we go.